Today on the Real Dirty Diary, we take a look at the Commencal Meta HT AM ride, the Marin San Quentin 2, and the RSD aluminum Middlechild. Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Real Dirty Diary. Today we're going to be looking at aluminum aggressive hardtails. Today we're going to be looking at the Commencal Meta HT AM ride, the Marin San Quentin 2, and the RSD aluminum Middlechild. Let's get after it. Let's start the review with the Commencal Meta HT AM. This bike comes in many trim levels and as a bare frame only. Frame only starts at $499. Today we're going to look at the Meta HT AM ride, which has a base price of $1,399 US. The Meta HT AM ride is based on 27.5 tires. The geometry hasn't changed much from 2020. The head tube angle is 65 degrees. The wheelbase is 1,205 millimeters on a large and 1,232 millimeters on an extra large. The seat tube angle is 75 degrees. The chainstay length is 432 millimeters across the board in every size. The Meta HT AM ride does not have ISCG 05 tabs on the bottom bracket for a guard. For 2021, the Commencal Meta HT AM ride only comes in sand. If you buy the basic frame kit alone, it comes in a graphite color. For 2021, the Meta HT AM ride is spec'd with a RockShox 35 Gold RL with 160 millimeters of travel. The brakes are SRAM levels with 180 millimeter rotors front and rear. The drivetrain's 12-speed Ram SX Eagle. The Meta HT AM ride is based on a 27.5 platform, but the frame will run 29s. If you want to run 29s, unfortunately you will have to upgrade the front fork, because the front fork, as the factory delivers it, is set up to be a 27.5 only. You would have to upgrade to a Meta HT AM race, which is based as a 29er. The Meta HT AM ride is great value for your money. You get great components for the price. The only problem being that Commencal has spec'd a 27.5 front fork. Therefore, if you do want to run 29s, you have to invest quite a bit of money just to run 29s in changing your fork. I wish Commencal would just run a 29 front fork, and if you want to upgrade, you're free and willing to just buy another set of rims. Now we're going to look at the Marin San Quentin 2. This bike is largely unchanged from 2020, only adding internal cable routing and a few changes in parts. San Quentin comes in 3 levels, ranging from $899 all the way up to $2,000 US, with a frame-only option at $419 US. For today's review, we're going to look at the San Quentin 2, which has a base price of $1,299.99. The San Quentin is the only one in this review that comes with a dropper post stock. It comes with a Trans-X dropper, 150 mil travel on a medium to extra large with no extra charge. The San Quentin doesn't change in any of its geometry, but we'll go over it anyway. The head tube angle is 65 degrees. The wheelbase for a large is 1,193 millimeters and 1,215 millimeters for an extra large. The seat tube angle is 75 degrees and chainstays are fixed at 425 millimeters across the board. And the bottom bracket is 317 millimeters across the board as well. The San Quentin comes with 2 different styles of frames. The San Quentin 1 is the entry-level bike and is not built the same as the 2 and 3. The 2 and 3 are the same frame, just different components that get you to your final price. The 2 and 3 have an ISCG 05 tabs for your bottom bracket protection, where the 1 doesn't. Marin has done a great job with the San Quentin 2. For $12.99, including a dropper, it's great value for your money. The only thing with the San Quentin is you can't run 29s if you wanted to. Just doesn't fit the frame. Other than that, you can't go wrong with a San Quentin. Last but not least, we have the RST aluminum Middlechild. This bike comes in one level from RST itself or a frame only. Frame only is $5.99 US, and the package bike is $14.99 US. Geometry for the RST aluminum Middlechild is as follows. The head tube is 64.5 degrees, so the slackest of all three bikes. The wheelbase is 1203 for a large and 1231 millimeters for an extra large. The seat tube is at 74 degrees. The chainstays on an aluminum Middlechild are also adjustable. They're adjustable from 415 millimeters to 430 millimeters. The aluminum Middlechild does not come with ISCG 05 tabs for the bottom bracket guard. The aluminum Middlechild is spec'd with a RockShox Recon RL fork that accepts 27.5 and 29s. It is got 140 millimeters of travel. The drivetrain is SPRAM SX Eagle with 12-speed cassette, shifter, and derailleur, all being SX. The brakes are SRAM levels with 180 millimeter rotors front and back. RST has not released the 2021 color schemes yet for the aluminum Middlechild, but we have been told that there will be no severe changes in any geometry for the bike. The RST aluminum Middlechild is great value for your money. They've packed it full of features and great components for the price. The only thing is, it doesn't have an ISCG 05 tab on the bottom bracket. That would be a great addition to a great bike. There you have it, 3 amazing aluminum hardtails with great geometry, great components for the price, and packed full of features. These bikes, no matter which one you pick, will be a great addition to your riding. Stay tuned to see which one the Real Dirty Diary picks to buy and test. I'd love to hear in the comments which one you think I should buy and which one you'd like to see tested. If this video helped at all, I'd love it if you would subscribe and like the video. It would help me greatly and help me grow the channel. Thank you for your time. Have a good one. Bye.
Deixou o cabo com gosto de quero mais. Vai, bola pro pai, a novinha vai. Descendo, descendo.